Hi, second grade. Let's do a little practice of subtraction today. I wanted to remind you of a few things and help you as we're just continuing on doing larger subtracting problems, all right? So let's start with an easy one. Starting over here with this first one over here, we'll call this one number one. Starting with number one over here, let's take a look at it. What you have to decide first is, well, we always remember, we always start in the ones place, right? We have to start in the ones place there. So starting in the ones place, can I do 2 minus 0? Can I do it? Yes, I can. 2 minus 0 is 2. Didn't change it. Remember, as we write our answers down, that we put them right underneath the problem, the place value that we were working on. So 2 minus 0 is 2. Move on to the tens place. 9 minus 4. Can we do that? Yes, we can. You always have to ask yourself this question. Can I do that part? Yes, this case you can. 9 minus 4 is 5. So I write my 5 down. Move to the hundreds. 6 minus 2. Now, you don't have to put those little lines there. I'm just putting them there to point so you see where I'm pointing to. 6 minus 2 is 4. So I write it there. Put your comma in right away so you don't forget to get it in there between the hundreds and the thousands. Then my last place, thousands, 4 minus 3 is 1. So this one here was pretty basic, right? This one, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We just went through each place value and subtracted, okay? Now, on the next one, we're going to have to do a little bit of borrowing or renaming. Either way you can call it, we're having to take from one place value to add to another place value because it's not a big enough number to subtract, okay? So let's take a look here. Starting out, 1 minus 5. Can you do that? No. If I only have one M&M, I can't pass it out to 5 people. There's only one of them. I might cut it up, but that would be fractions. That's a whole nother story. So I can't pass them out to 5 people if I only have one. So 1 minus 5 isn't going to work. So I have to, before you do anything else, you cross out your 3 in your tens place, because that's where we're going to borrow from, and make it a 2. This is the step that a lot of people are forgetting. Then I put it, that 10 I took from here, I'm putting it in my ones place. So now I have an 11. See, this number right here is what came from the 2. That's what came from the 2. So I borrowed it to take to the ones place. Now, can I do 11 minus 5? Yes, I can. 11 minus 5 is 6. Now go to the tens place. 2 minus 2. Can I do that? Absolutely, because 2 minus 2 is just 0. And then 7 minus 6. Can I do 7 minus 6? Yes, 7 minus 6 is 1, comma. 8 minus 1 is 7. So that wasn't so bad. We had a little bit of renaming over here, a little bit of renaming to do. You just have to make sure you do not forget to do the 2 steps here. Now for this next one, we're going to have to rename a little bit more, okay? So here I have 4 minus 7. I can't do that. So I'm going to cross out my 3 and make it a 2. I'm taking 1 from it, and my 4 becomes a 14. Now, can I do 14 minus 7? Yes, I can. 14 minus 7 is 7. Now, can I do 2 minus 5? No, you can't. We can't do 2 minus 5. So now I have to borrow from my hundreds place. So my 6 now becomes a, say it, 5. And I'm not going to cross out the whole 2 because I could just keep going higher and higher. I'm just going to put that 1 in front of the 2. And now I have 12. 12 minus 5 is what? Yes, it's 7 again. 7 again. And then go on to my hundreds place, and I have 5 minus 3, and 5 minus 3 equals 2. So here I had to do a little bit more renaming. I had to rename or borrow from my tens to go into my ones, and then I had to borrow from my hundreds to go into my tens. Okay, so let's do another one. I've got a couple more I want to do with you. just to make sure we get really, really good practice here. All right, so here's another one. 6,420 minus 1,531. Okay, let's do this one. All right, 0 minus 1. Can I do that? If I have nothing in my hand, can I pass it out to one person? No. Or take one away from it. Nope, I can't. So I'm going to rename. I'm going to take from my 2. My 2 now, but take one away from it. It becomes a 1. Cross out my 0, and I now have 10. 10 minus 1 equals what? 10 minus 1 is 9. Now I move over. 1 minus 3. This is also where some people are getting confused. You have to make sure you use that 1, not the 2 anymore, because the 2 got crossed out, right? So 1 minus 3. Can I do that? No, I cannot. So let me get rid of that circle. There we go. So I have to take from my 4. My 4 now becomes a 3, and my 1 becomes an 11. 11 minus 3 is 8. 3 minus 5. Can't do that either. So here I'm just renaming or borrowing all the way along, all the way across. Cross out my 6 and make it a 5, and my 3 becomes a 13. 13 minus 5 is 8, comma, 5 minus 1 is 4. Now, something you're going to have to be doing soon, and I'm getting a little bit ahead, but I know it's going to come up really soon, is sometimes we have to subtract across a bunch of zeros. So let's say I have the number 7,000 minus 2,146. All right, let's do this one here. Now, can I go 0 minus 6? Can I do that? No. Can I take? No, so I have to rename. Can I take from that 0? Can I take something from there if there's nothing there? No. Can I take from there? No. So this is actually coming up on our math papers very soon, and I will talk about it again. This is where we have to go all the way over and take from the thousands place first. Okay, so I'm going to cross out my 7, and it's going to become a 6. And then I'm going to have a 10 here. I'm going to put it like that. Here's my 10. Now I can take from my 10 to give to, from my hundreds to give to my tens. Sorry. So my 10 becomes a 9, and I have a 10 over here. And then I can make this 10 a 9, and now I have a 10 over here. Let's cross this one out so we can see it bigger, okay? This is how we subtract across zeros. So now I can do 10 minus 6 is 4, 9 minus 4 is 5, 9 minus 1 is 8, comma, 6 minus 2 is 4. So this is what I usually call subtracting across zeros. We have to go all the way over to where we can actually take one, because we can't take anything from zeros until we make it a 10. Okay, so this one won't be on your paper quite yet. I think but it is coming up. So I wanted to kind of give you a little heads up on that one. But don't forget, when you are doing your renaming, like over here on the 4th one we did, don't forget to subtract the number. You have to take one away from here before you can give one to the one before it. All right. So there's my little reminders for you today. I hope that you're getting it okay. Also, don't forget to pay attention if it says subtracting or if it says adding, because some of you are not paying attention and you're just adding away and forgetting that some of these are supposed to be subtracting. So make sure you pay attention to that. All right. See you guys later.